Yeah. There's one area for me that is really close to my heart, and that has to be when you talk about clean energy and climate change conversations. And as we speak today, India is one of the biggest, because even in terms of achieving your idea, in terms of having clean energy, India achieved that before time, and you combine that with what Kenya is doing as well. And Kenya is also a champion on matters to do with climate change and clean energy. Over 90% of energy in the country is actually clean. Are these areas of collaboration, because you talk about manufacturing, India and Kenya, are we looking at collaborating in these areas, in these spaces, to say that we have achieved these before, ahead of time? Kenya is equally doing a lot that it's doing, and perhaps an area that the two would be working together?
No, this is a very, very good story where both India and Kenya have done exceptionally well. I can tell you that I visited the Onkaria geothermal plant a few days back, and really surprised and very appreciative of the fact that how you have leveraged geothermal energy to be one of your primary sources of energy, and very clean energy. As you rightly said, 90%, over 90% of Kenya's energy is green energy. Insofar as India is concerned, historically we have relied on thermal energy, but increasingly we have shifted towards non-fossil fuel sources. Today, if you see, over 50% of India's installed electricity capacity is from non-fossil fuel sources, and we have achieved our nationally determined contributions in the terms of Paris Climate Change Treaty well ahead of time. And we have a target of 500 gigawatts of energy from non-renewable sources by 2030, and we are already ahead of our objective. So I think both our countries are doing exceptionally well on this front. Take the example of Kenya of planting 15 billion trees by 2032. I think that's a remarkable achievement and a big plan. Similarly, in India, what our Honorable Prime Minister has done, last year he embarked on Plant for Mother campaign. That is, you plant one tree in the name of your mother. And that has taken India by storm. We have planted over 1.5 billion trees in 1.5 years. We are doing it globally as well. When I was in Kuwait as ambassador, we engaged with many stakeholders, including the governorates and the UN Habitat, to plant trees in the name of the mother. And it's actually very, very, I think it touches people's heart, and we would be happy to do the same in Kenya, so that both the initiatives of both the President Ruto and Prime Minister Modi come